So good day to my fellow future police officers. So we are here to present to you the policing system of Switzerland. So before we start the presentation, here are the short details about Switzerland. So Switzerland, officially the Swiss Confederation, is a country situated at the confluence of Western, Central, and Southern Europe. So Switzerland is a European country. It is a federal republic composed of 26 cantons with federal authorities based in Bern. So Bern is the capital of Switzerland. Switzerland is a landlocked country bordered by Italy to the south, France to the west, Germany to the north, and Austria and Liechtenstein to the east. So it is a federal republic. So federal republic is a federation of states with a republican form of government and a country that is governed by elected representatives and by an elected leader rather than by a king or a queen. So Swiss population is approximately 8.5 million is concentrated mostly on the plateau. So karamihan daw sa mga Swiss ay nasa Talampas. So may motto sila na Unus Pro Omnibus, Omnes Pro Uno. Na ibig sabihin sa Ingles ay one for all for one. So Switzerland is also known for the landmarks of ski resorts and hiking trails. So overview of the police system in Switzerland. So the police system in Switzerland is the Federal Office of Police, or commonly known as Federal Police or FEDPOL. So next is the department. So Federal Department of Justice and Police, and it is headed by Karin Keller-Sutter. So Karin Keller-Sutter, sila yung executive body ng kanilang police system in maintaining peace and order of their country. So ranks. So the highest rank in the police system of Switzerland is or known as the director. So the lowest rank is the vice director or head of international police cooperation or the IPC. So ang police system ng Switzerland ay decentralized kasi sila ay federal country. So ito ay nahati sa apat. At ito ay ang Federal Police, Cantonal Police, Communal Police, and Swiss Border Guards. So there are 23,000 members, estimated strength of the police in Switzerland, and kabilang na dito ang Federal Police Force, Cantonal Police Force, Communal Police Force, and Swiss Border Guards. So here is the short history of the police system of Switzerland. So in around 1800s, ang tawag sa kanilang police ay ang Landjäger. So around 1813, Landjäger pa rin ang tawag sa kanilang police. Ngunit nag-iba ang kanilang police uniform. So as time passes by, 1937, officers of the police of St. Gallen, mas nag-improve na ang kanilang police. Nag-iba ang kanilang uniform at mas na-improve pa ang kanilang gawain sa kanilang country. So around 1946, an officer checks the papers of a driver. And around 1960, a traffic policeman in action in Zurich. So, noong 1960, nagkaroon na sila ng traffic policeman wherein ito ay nasa Zurich dahil ang Zurich ay isa sa may pinakamaraming population sa Switzerland kung saan ang traffic policeman ay tagamando ng mga sasakyan upang maiwasan ang accident o So that is the short history of police system in Switzerland. So this is the organizational structure of police system in Switzerland. So the Federal Police Office of Police, or known as FEDPOL, works with its international and cantonal partners as a center for information, coordination, cooperation, and analysis in matters concerning the internal security of Switzerland. So, ang Federal Police ang pinaka-center ng information, coordination, cooperation, and analysis in matters concerning the internal security of Switzerland. It is also responsible for conducting investigation against transnational organized crime, including financial crime. So, ano nga bang mga kabilang sa transnational crime? So, like, for example, money laundering, drug trafficking, and many more. So, terrorism and its financing, criminal activities involving explosives, illegal intelligence gathering, offenses involving federal election and ballots, offenses against the laws on war material, nuclear weapons, dual-use goods and specific military goods, and on civil aviation, corruption, genocide, money counterfeiting, as well as the execution of rogatory letters from abroad. So, cantonal police. Cantonal police, the responsibility for law and order basically lies with the cantons. So, mga cantonal police ang may responsibilidad sa law and order, where the police have also the function of judicial police and of coordination body in the event of major disasters. The cantons also mainly determine the structure of their police forces. So, communal municipal police. Communal police corps became established in cantons that are territorially subdivided or whose communes traditionally have a high level of autonomy, such as Zurich and Lausanne, among others. The competence of whether a communal police is established and what are its responsibility lies with the canton. So, cantons and communal or municipal police are the backbone of the law enforcement in Switzerland.
So, dito naman tayo sa recruitment. Ito yung mga requirements para makapasok sa Swiss Police or the Federal Police. So, ito yung mga requirements. First, complete high school education of 3-year vocational education and aged approximately 20 to 30 years of age. Absence of a criminal record. Completion of military service. A minimum height requirement. A Category B driver's license. Computer and keyboard literacy. Foreign language skills. Proper health and ocular health status, and must be a Swiss citizen. So next are the firearms, weapons, and the equipments of Swiss police. So first, the firearms and weapons. So this is the examples of free weapons and permit weapons. So this is the Savage Axis 580, and this is the Mossberg MVP 850, the Baikal double barrel shotgun 450, and Swiss K31. So those are the examples of free weapons, and these are also the examples of permit weapons: the BNT APC 45, the SIG P255, the SIG 550, and the Farbarm Marshall 850. So ito naman yung mga equipments na ginagamit ng mga police sa Switzerland. Mostly yung mga patrol cars ng Swiss police. So dito makikita natin yung mga iba't ibang patrol police ng Swiss police, including na yung mga brand ng mga kotse nila. So ito is the Hyundai Kona EV. This is the Toyota, the Cruiser, the Tesla Model X, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW. So, makikita naman natin na yung mga patrol ng Swiss Police ay mga high-end cars. Siyempre, dapat ang mga ginagamit sa pagpapatrol ay yung mga quality at mabibilis na sasakyan para in case of emergency, agad na mahuli yung criminal or the suspect. So, next is the uniform of the Swiss Police. So, makikita natin dito yung iba't ibang uniform ng mga Swiss Police uniform in action. So, depende sa designated task nila yung mga uniform nila. So, makikita natin dito parang meron silang mga armor to protect the city sa mga nagrarally. And dito naman yung patrol uniform nila. And dito, makikita natin na parang mga bomb squad tong mga to. And dito, yung mga SWAT, parang SWAT sa Pilipinas or the Special Action Force. So, next is the ranks and insignia of the Federal Police. So, the ranks are, so yung pinakamataas is the Director. Siyempre, pinamumunuan ni Nicoleta Delia Valle. Next to the Director is the Deputy Director, Head Resource Management and Strategy, headed by the Eva Wildy Cortez. Next is the Deputy Director, Head of Crime Prevention and Directorate Staff is si Rene Bowler. Vice Director, Head of Federal Criminal Police ay si Yanis Calandret. Next, the Federal Security Service. As of 2020, it is vacant. Next is the Vice Director, Head of Police System and Identification or the PSI, headed by Emre Ertan. Next to Vice Director is the Head of Communication, headed by Cathy Maret. And the lowest rank is the Vice Director, Head of International Police Cooperation or the IPC, headed by Simon Spory. So, dito naman tayo sa insignia nila. So, this is the insignia of Swiss Police, the Mittlerer Danis, Gehovener Danes, and the Hoherer Danis. So, makikita natin na may similarities din tong insignia ng pulis ng Switzerland sa ibang rank insignia ng ibang country. So, meron dito yung mga stars nila and yung mga line na sumisimbolo sa ranks nila. So, next. And the best practices of police system of Switzerland is managing underclass population. So, dito, nibigyan nila ng magandang trabaho ang mga low class or the poor people of Switzerland or yung mga squatters. They give them the best job and appropriate na sahod para lang hindi sila mag-intimidate na gumawa ng krimen. So next is the Iron Fist Velvet Glove approach. So dito, mabigat yung kaparusahan kung sino man yung gagawa ng krimen. So, maganda itong deterrent para lang ma-prevent yung commission ng crime sa Switzerland dahil hindi biro yung magiging punishment na binibigay sa mga nagkakasala. So, that ends our discussion and thank you.